Welcome to Empress of Oracle, where we tune into all things the divine. And today we're going to do a reading on how to get over the one who broke your heart. And I felt really guided to come and do a reading, and I'm kind of playing beat the clock here. Maybe that's a bit symbolic. As far as there's probably only about 15-20 minutes left of sunlight here. The sun's going down, and just as I was leaving to come and do this up the top floor of my apartment, I was pulling from this Guardian Angel tarot cards, and literally the whole deck just exploded. So there's definitely that aspect there, and the card that was like turned the one way around to show what was happening is the Five of Action. The Five of Action is Wands, so the Five of Wands, obviously that's like a lot of deceptive energy. So clearly you're dealing with somebody who caused a lot of deception and a lot of will they, won't they, you know, that back and forth kind of energy. So it says, your angels want you to know that your current challenge pushes you to be assertive and self-confident. Be willing to stand up for yourself and defend your position. You have the right to excuse yourself from those who bring drama to your life. So we're going to switch over to a card view right now. I was just trying something out new, and yeah, so let's get into the reading. Okay, so the song that's been popping into my head right now is everybody trying to steal my girl. Everybody try to take her heart away. Couple billion in the whole wide world. Find another one cause she belongs to me. Na 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 na. Whoa. The cards literally just exploded again. Okay, let me just see. I'm feeling this one coming up. Okay, why am I feeling like to take these up into the sailboaty guy? Maybe I'm just gonna read. Okay. We have the Messenger of Thought. A new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's so much to learn before you feel ready to move forward. New information might require changes to your plans. Review all documents carefully. You know will meet or are someone who loves to learn and share knowledge. This person is brilliant and truthful, but also blunt and not very diplomatic. I'm really drawn to this person. Kind of like has a Chinese look and also just like very, very, very pale. Also kind of has like an animal look, like a cat or something. And bringing an umbrella. Something about like really like crossing your T's, dotting your I's, but I feel that this has something to do with the reason that you met this person. You thought they were your twin flame, you thought they were your soulmate, yada yada yada. It was like a very Ross and Rachel from Friends kind of thing. But perhaps it was a false flame, or perhaps you met a twin flame that was very much not ready. And the purpose of this person, sometimes like they almost became like an enemy to you. And sometimes the purpose of our enemies is to put us into to knock us onto the right path. Like when me and my friend, I used to live in this small town, and when we would play pinball, and when it got to be multi-ball and all the different balls come on the court and you're trying to just keep them going, it kind of reminds me of that, because all of a sudden something like jolts that little pinball down the direction that it was actually supposed to be going, if that makes sense. I remember we used multi-ball and go crazy about this, but something about this like jostling you, like very abruptly. You didn't want this, but it pushed you onto the right path. We have go within. You're a very intuitive person. Okay, so, and I see a 2 there that reminds me like the 2 of Pentacles. There are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside of you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. So either you're just about to break up, you're about to get into that like energy, you're in the midst of this breakup, or it's just after, and I'm sensing that there's a lot of back and forth, like you broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together. And your intuition was going crazy, but you weren't listening to it, and it was causing you physical health issues. And now, once you actually let that go, I think your guides and angels are saying that your health is about to get a lot better. Wow, we have another 2, and this time it's reversed. This one isn't supposed to be reversals, but fuck it. So 2 of emotion. A relationship grows closer as 2 people fall in love, or a current relationship grows much stronger. Friendship might deepen into spiritual connection. Mutual respect and understanding exist or will develop. Don't give up on relationships that feel challenging to you. There's still hope. But that was interesting because it's in the reverse. Because this whole time I was thinking, that's not the message. That's not the message. And it was very, very, very much in reverse. It was not sideways. It was not this way. It was full on in reverse, right? You know what I mean? I'm really getting like letting the 2 of Pentacles go. 2 of emotion. This really is like the Lover's card. But I don't know. This seems like a clandestine kind of a meeting, like they're meeting in secret. So maybe there was something about this. There was either there were secrets involved, you were the secret, something about it's very secretive. Especially look at it upside down. Doesn't it look like very shady, very secretive? I'm gonna put that one to the, oh my God, what the fuck? 2, 2, 2. You know, in Canada we have 2, 2, 2, 22, 22, great pizza and a great prize. Okay, so listen, oh my effing wow, what the fuck? Were you giving discounts to somebody you shouldn't have been giving discounts to? Do you know what I mean? Like, oh sure, I'll make up the change. Like, oh yeah, I'll just buy this. Oh, it's okay because this, like very much, I'm getting very much settling vibes from this. So trust in your ability to make excellent choices. There's opportunity all around you if you just continue to move forward. It might be time to take a new partner, who can help you be a success in your career or creative endeavors. Keep your eyes on the big picture rather than the details of the moment. So yeah, I'm getting like 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2 is about the builders. Let's see, we've got action, action, action. We've got a bit of emotion there. So we've got a bit of cups. We got a lot of fire. So perhaps you're dealing with a fire sign, but that doesn't necessarily mean that. But builders, like, look up the angel number 222 for sure. I don't know, my phone's about to die, the sun's about to go down. It's very symbolic, right? But yeah, 222. We've got the 3 of action. So that would be the 3 of wands. That's waiting for your ships to come in. Because when I saw that ship, I was really drawn to take this kind of stack. I don't normally take when a stack kind of falls out. Things are working out beautifully. Now that your ship has come in, it's time to decide what your next project will be. You might choose to continue to build upon your successes or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. Okay, so are you traveling? Are you, you know, I'm getting kind of 6 of Swords energy for this. Are you going back to somewhere where, like, I don't know, I'm not getting the vibe that you're going like somewhere exotic or overseas. I'm almost getting the vibe like, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Almost like, are you going home? Are you visiting old friends? Are you returning to somewhere from your childhood? Like, are you returning somewhere is the vibe that I'm getting, okay? Guardian of emotion, so this would be, I believe this would be the Queen of Cups. This situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. You're surrounded by those who have only the best of intentions, so you can rely on the advice you're given. Challenges will be resolved. This card also indicates a generous humanitarian, a refined person whom you can completely depend on. This could be a reference to these characteristics within yourself. I'm almost getting like you're moving away. Maybe you haven't done this yet, but your intuition is going haywire and you're like, no, something about the situation, people, but I'm getting more of like a romantic thing from this. And now you need to return back to your roots, return back to family, return back to somebody from the past, situation from the past, something. You're looking at it with a fresh perspective. You know, you can't teach empathy. It's almost like you got a whopping of being taught empathy by this enemy who came in the guise of a lover or something, some type of a love situation. It could even be like, you know, sometimes you get feelings for somebody who's a friend or whatever, and it's almost like they made you realize the way that you have always been, and you finally see how it is that you've kind of put people in these situations, and finally something came and showed you what it was like on the receiving end. And that's actually been a really great teacher. You can't teach empathy. So this almost like forced you to learn that. I don't know. You know what? I think I want to keep that one. Put it like this. But I really feel like at the heart of the spread, there was something a little bit shady. And it caused you to not have a choice. It was like you wanted to give to this situation, people, events. But I'm getting romantic here, so since I am getting romantic. Okay, one got stuck in there. I feel like when one gets stuck, I almost want to put that at the heart of the spread as well, the Three of Pentacles, and I am getting major third party from that, and I'm not necessarily in a romantic way. It can be. It's different with everyone's situation, because sometimes third parties can be like family, and sometimes just like family dynamics and that kind of a thing can actually be a lot more treacherous than just a third party. I mean, if it was just kind of a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of a thing, and somebody just needs to get it out of their system and like, oh shoot, I totally understand, like you're the person for me, yada 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 yada, that's different than like toxic family and things like that, that literally like dynamics, ways of being that cannot change. And you're learning the hard way that not every person, place, or situation can be for you. And sometimes the divine really forces our hand and makes us see people's situations, whatever, for what they are, and that like it's just not going to work. And here, listen, if this makes you feel any better, and I hope that it will, here we got some flippers. No matter what it was, I actually pulled the Tower. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? The Tower? Really? Really? Let's see. Five of Pentacles, the Love. Oh, wow. No matter what, this is what I was going to say to make you feel better. No matter what happened, it wouldn't have worked out. Like, okay, do you know those movies or those TV shows? I hope there's another time traveler's wife on tonight, but no matter what he did, his mom died in every single time he went back. And it's like, no matter how many times you revisit the past, no matter how many times, even if you knew everything that was going to happen and did it all over again every time, it wouldn't have made a difference. It would have still ended up the exact same way that it did every time. So we've got the Tower, we got the Lovers, we got the Five of Pentacles. So right now you're really feeling in this Five of Pentacles mode, and it really reminds me of, I think it's the Four of Cups, where there's that little guy and he's like, hey, you know, like, what's up, you okay? And he's like trying to get you to see the bright side, but you're just like sobbing here. This is like very Four of Swords, kind of like a bed here, and you're like feeling so sad. And it's almost like your spirit team, after you just had like a very extra moment, after you had one of those like ugly cry sessions, it's like, you a bitch, you okay? You okay, bitch? And like, see, there's like this little iguana here, and all these little creatures are like, dude, you okay? It really like reminds me of that. So like, you're in a very emotionally raw moment, because even though you don't want to admit this to yourself, like, yeah, you did do this to other people, but you never did this like purposely. And I don't think this person actually did it purposely to you either, but sometimes in a way our enemies are our greatest teachers. And you were like, why would you do this to me? Like, how could anybody do this to anybody? And you are supposed to love me, and da 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 da. And they left you in this like very emotionally raw state. How do I want to put this? I'm not used to spreads. It's like when Will Ferrell was talking on that Talladega Nights, and he's like, where do I put my hands? It's so awkward. Like I've got okay, what if I put the figuring this shit out? Well, do we got any 2s? Nope. Oh, but we've got a 5 of action. We've got a 5 of pentacles. We've got a pens. Okay, I want to do like... Okay. I think I figured this out. Okay, so the Tower would go with this. Lovers would go there. Okay, so then this is going to be one person's side. I'm figuring this shit out as I go, and this is one person's side. This is your side. You are about to start building like something, a business, rebuilding your life, reconnecting with like reconnecting with loved ones, that kind of a thing. So we got like a builder's energy, and 222 is the builder's energy. Okay, and then we've got on this side, the person that you're dealing with, actually, so you were in 5 of Pentacles, but it's almost like the Wheel of Fortune when it spins. You are like kind of in the shit spot, and then when it turns again, the person that you're dealing with is now in the shit spot. Now they're feeling all of the feelings that you were feeling because of what they were putting you through. So this is the Shadowscapes Tarot. When I go back home, I'm getting a bunch of more tarot cards. A person on Kijiji was selling a bunch. We got the Archangel deck coming up. We got a bunch by Colette Reed, or let me see. No, the other one's Colette Baron Reed or whatever. This one's Doreen Virtue. My other decks. Oh, that flipped very nicely. The Emperor. It flipped out the correct way. The Emperor. I still have to say, as soon as I flipped it, I was like, is this the Devil? But it's actually the Emperor. So I'm getting like very toxic, narcissistic vibes. Even look, the Wheel of Fortune that I was talking about. He's like, dance, puppet dance. Was this person like very manipulative? Was this person somebody who asks for the world and yet gives almost nothing in return? You know those mofos? I don't want no screw as the guy ain't getting no love from me. I hang on the passenger side of his best friend's ride. I try to holler at me, no. Screw, whoa, no. Screw. Oh, that one flipped over nicely, but then it flipped back. Okay, and it's upside down. Interesting. 9 of Cups. Oh, you motherfucker. This is what you wanted. I mean, we already know that. We don't even need to go there, you know what I mean? Huh? Once in a while, I'm so sorry. I am obsessed with tarot. Listen, card work, tarot. Break at work, tarot. Like every second chance. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You're going to see what's in the next of this thread, and you're going to get as pissed off as I am. Car at work, tarot. Lunchtime, tarot. Tarot. Okay, so I'm very, 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 very sorry to all those tarot readers out there that I'm obsessed with, but every now and then I just gotta, you know, say things like the way that they like to say them. And so many times, I'm sorry, Sal, like how I like, I love it. I love the way that he said, I just love it. Just I can't get enough of it. And then I have this one that's like period, and she puts a T at the end of every period, and I just love it. I say that like at work sometimes, like when I'm like trying to give somebody attitudes. You know what? Anyways, okay, so, wait, what? Wait, where did I put that other card? I'm sorry, my ADD. It's the end of the day. I worked all day, so this is why I already quit my job. just so everybody knows. So I've got the 5 of Cups. I've got the 5 of Action. Okay, that's the 5 of Wands. And here I've got the 5 of Cups, okay? There's a lot of water in here. Oh, and look. There's a fish. Oh, look, and there's little fairies hiding there into there. So it's almost like you and the divine are conspiring to bring something forward. It's like you and this person were both traveling down the wrong path aimlessly with my ADD, everything exploding everywhere. And you and this person, you knocked each other back onto the correct paths. It's very twin flamey, I gotta say, but it's so hard these days right now. Tomorrow's the super full moon, and I feel that it would be very difficult to say with 100% certainty whether somebody was a twin flame or a false flame. Something about that moon, I'm telling you everybody that I'm meeting, I swear there's something going on with that moon, let's just say. Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, and look how similar that Ace of Cups looks to that 9 of Cups, both in reverse. So it's like, oh, is this my new beginning? Oh, motherfucker, no, it's not. That's some tower action for you, right? And then we've got the 3 of Swords. No, should it be both sides? There's a little bit of mirroring here, right? Because, but the 3 of Swords is upside down. Here's that third party energy again. And look what it did to that poor swan. So actually you're the swan, but why would the Ace of Cups reversed? You know what? Maybe this motherfucker, this fucking scrub, what does he have to offer you? Seriously. I am reading for the Divine Feminine Collective here, so like I do apologize for that. I don't exactly know how to stop doing that at this moment, but this person came in with nothing. Oh, I gotta get comfortable here. My feet are falling asleep. Milk was a bad choice. And see, some people are gonna get this humor. If you like Will Ferrell, you're gonna get this humor. I hope he doesn't end up being like, you know, all those other celebrities that ended up being assholes, and then I regret always quoting him, but whatever. So this person, they really didn't offer you anything, but you kept just trying to make it work, and every time it's like another stab in the heart. And listen, if somebody makes you feel always like you're second guessing yourself, like, oh, they didn't text for 2 days, what's going on? This person, oh, do they have somebody else? Oh, were they looking at this person? All those kinds of things. I was just trying to, do you really want to be with somebody like that? And I'm telling you right now, if this makes you feel any better, it's like those time travelers. No matter how many times you go back to that situation, I'm just shuffling some cards, so there's some popping out here, and then we're going to decide where to put them. Some from the mermaids and magical mermaids and dolphins. Caprice. I got to get some new decks. Got a couple more flippers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, a little bit too much. If somebody always makes you feel like that, then like, do you really want to be with them? Do you think that God would take his goddess, his divine empress, his high priestess, and give her a bag of shit and be like, oh, here's your fucking here's your emperor? Give me a break. Was this your final test from the dark forces? Your final test to decide, like, is she gonna take a bag of shit, or is she gonna finally move on from this? I mean, I'm really getting that I'm reading for the female collective, but certainly if you are a male who and has more feminine tendencies and could perhaps be in a same-sex relationship, I'm kind of getting that too. That this could be for you as well. For some reason, I'm kind of picking up on like a a same-sex, like a feminine male, almost like a feminine male collective who's also going through what a lot of us divine empresses are. I don't know, just throwing that out there. My phone is about to die. There's very little light. So we've got mother healing. As your feelings toward your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. So a lot of what was happening in this spread was caused by feelings of unworthiness. So we've got self-forgiveness. Actually, a lot of unworthiness caused by issues with either the male or female parent. As you're forgiving yourself, as you're, so you really want to do some like inner child healing. Even go back to that moment. Let's just do that right now. Let's go back to that moment where you were feeling like the most down because of a parental figure, and kind of go along that timeline. Feel that timeline bringing you to that moment, and just find yourself there and just give yourself so much love. So just give yourself so much love at that moment and heal yourself at that moment of time. And just keep doing that, and keep doing that every day for a long time. So as your mother healing, as you're forgiving yourself, alchemy, you're gonna turn this pain into gold. You don't see it now. And you know what's really interesting is the tarot readings where somebody's like this, and this, and you're like, no, they always end up being the ones that were right. 1 year down the road, 6 months down the road, 6 years down the road, all of a sudden you're like, oh, and they said this, and this, and it's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So watch your thoughts, make a decision. So you haven't totally cut this person out of your life, but you're very close to doing that, or you're getting the guidance that you need. Your spirit team is haywire. Your spirit team, it's not that they don't like this person. If they could feel feelings of hatred, then perhaps. But they just know that it's really toxic for you and you need to get feeling stuck or indecisive. Listen to your intuition and make a decision. Make a decision to finally let that go. This tower with this person is not getting rebuilt anytime soon. And then we have you're being helped. So there's a lot of mirroring going on here, like the divine masculine, whether it be a twin flame or a false flame. Right now I really can't distinguish. Maybe it's half and half for different people. They're not going to be ready anytime soon. They're being helped though. They're way too many steps behind you. If they ever are ready, which they might not, it's already too late. Move on, make a decision, do what's best for you, and then you're going to bring in these waves of prosperity into your life. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. I really like the artwork on this card. I like the colors, I like the waves, I like the shell. She's a mermaid, she's an angel, she's all those things. Same thing with like this alchemy girl, like she's everything. This really gives me like 9 of Pentacles vibes, Empress vibes. Somebody, you know, like glow up. You're about to have a glow up. After really tough breakups, that's often the time when people really glow up. They lose the weight, they start looking good once the healing has occurred. Right now, you might be crying ugly snot tears of despair, but new waves of prosperity, new abundances and exciting opportunities wash over you now. New waves of abundance are sweeping over you right now. Observe any ideas that enter your mind at this time. So there's ideas underneath this card. One of these cards at the beginning, we talked about ideas. They may be seeds of a profitable new venture. Also notice any out of the blue phone calls or chance meetings with people who could help you. This card also means that you're on a success streak. This is an excellent time to begin a new venture. Of course, follow your inner guidance and do appropriate research. You'll see that doors open easily for you and that you're filled with extra confidence and enthusiasm. Practice being a grateful recipient of good. Know that there's an ocean of abundance with no danger that it will dry up. Really reminds me of There's Many Fish in the Sea. I don't think you realize what a catch you are. I feel like I wouldn't have gotten the Alchemy card and the Waves of Prosperity card unless something about you is very enticing or beautiful or charming. Even Lucrezia Borgia, they said she wasn't necessarily the most beautiful one, but there was something about her that people were drawn to her, and she was so charming that there's so many ways to be attractive. And I don't think you realize that with the self-forgiveness. I know this is on the other side of the spread. I'm really getting that you don't see your self-worth and you don't see how beautiful and amazing that you are. And I could get into a lot of more detail about this, but my phone's about to die. But like, see that beautiful person that you are. Really indulge in some self-care right now and really focus on healing that inner child. And we're gonna have more chats as we work through this together. Because trust me, as a Cancerian, I totally understand being in the depths of pain and despair and somehow pulling yourself out of there and using that as your transformation. So use this as your stepping stone to go into that new life, and also use this as that opportunity. If you've been thinking about quitting your job and making a total shift, if you've been thinking about starting a business, if you've been thinking about starting a family, whatever it is, like, I guess I shouldn't say, oh yeah, get in the worst breakup of your entire life, now let's go start a family. Oh, can I get a puggle? And well, anyways, that's oddly specific. But do you know what I mean? Like, whatever it is that you like kept wanting to do but kept talking yourself out of it, I feel like now is the time. I feel like use that as your stepping stone, because it's like, it can't get any worse than what it's been. So use that pain as that stepping stone to say, listen, like, maybe I don't know exactly what I want, or maybe I do, but I know what I don't want. And this is that motivation to never go down that type of a road before, to never go down the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Three of Swords, I mean, it's in reverse, but the Tower, this is a motherfucking ugly looking tower, everything's flames, whatever. I mean, we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, we've got the Five of Cups, we've got the Five of Wands, we've got the Five of Pentacles, 555, you better look up that angel number. But what I'm saying is that you know the path that you don't want to go down again. So use this as your opportunity. Use this as a springboard, because the amount of pain that you've experienced, now you will experience the, once you exit that black hole of the void of despair and suffering, once you exit that, you will have like a springboard. In Hermeticism, they talk about that, where as good as you feel, you'll feel shitty. But this time, so just remember that once you feel really good, you can go back to that shitty place again. But this time, this springboard is gonna spring you up so that you can experience some really good, loving feelings. But work through those emotions, heal yourself, heal your, like, go on to different YouTube meditations, look up like healing the inner child, healing the twin flame. I mean, Geraldine Orozco's amazing as far as like a lot of that emotional mastery stuff. Like, I really recommend doing a lot of that. And if you're doing that inner work, you're going to turn this into alchemy. And then once you springboard into that place where everything's really wonderful, you're not going to come back to that feeling of despair afterwards. Maybe you come down a little bit, but it won't be like this, and you'll have learned those lessons. So you're not going to go all the way back down to this. And maybe it's in like those video games where you springboard, and then instead of going back down to the last level, you just go down like a little bit, and now you're at like a new level where that alchemy comes in, and everything you're going to touch is going to turn to gold. You don't believe me now, but it is. Even though you don't know where you're going now, it'll work out. I mean, take that time for yourself. Give yourself the time and the space that you need. If you need to take some time off, take it. If you need to go get yourself a massage, go and take it. If you need to go to the beach and give yourself a beach day, call in sick, whatever it is, give yourself the time and space to heal, and I promise you that things are gonna start getting better. And my phone is at 4%, and I'm on one of those Huaweis, so it's gonna totally die at 4%. So until next time, have fun.